success of any school can be measured by the contribution the alumni make to our national life. Success in life has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It is what you do for others. For this very benevolent purpose, we have among us our very own alumnus, Ms. Shilpi Sharma, who is going to enlighten our students of class 10 on various career options and their future prospects. I, on behalf of my school, welcome you, Ms. Shilpi.
Thank you, ma'am.
What should I say about you? It's like, whatever I say, it would be too less. The list of achievements of our resource person, Ms. Shilpi Sharma, is pretty impressive. After completing her schooling from DLDAV Shalimar Bagh in 2011, she did her graduation in economics from the reputed Shri Ram College of Commerce. She completed her post-graduation from Delhi School of Economics. Then she started her work experience by taking up a job as an intern at Rakshak Foundation for 3 months and then at Deloitte for another 3 months. She then worked as a head placement coordinator in Delhi School of Economics for almost 2 years. Later, she took up a job in Citibank, where she was designated as a business analyst for more than 2 years. Currently, she is working as a senior data scientist at McKinsey and Company. Indeed, quite a remarkable journey so far. Wasting no time, I would invite Ms. Shilpi to address our future bearers and inspire their curious minds. Over to you, Shilpi.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this generous introduction.
Sorry, Shilpi, interrupting you in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah,
On a
ma'am.
lighter note, I would like to welcome you, Shilpi. I hope you
Thank you.
remember me,
Of
Hina Bhatia
course.
ma'am.
Of course, of
I
course, ma'am.
also remember Shilpi as a very responsible child, but I also remember Shilpi as a very fun-loving person also.
Yeah.
So apart from the brilliant record, Shilpi's always been responsible, and Shilpi, you've always participated in all events. I
Yes, ma'am.
remember those days playing pranks in the class, the 9, 10 sections. So Shilpi, you are not new here. You are back to your
Yes.
school days now.
Yes.
So I hope you will share some of your best experiences with our students. So
Definitely.
heartiest welcome, Shilpi.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
And I'm so glad you remembered all those times. It
Yeah,
looks,
yeah.
if I think about it, it seems like a day before. But now, if I look at it, I think it's more than 10 years.
Yeah, your section, my section were the naughtiest ones. So always
Naughty.
running to Kapoor ma'am for all those problems. Chalo. Okay, let's start with the session.
Yeah, ma'am. Also, I think that the chat is not available. Can we just like open it for the students
We
to
have
use?
disabled it. We have disabled it actually.
Acha.
Okay.
Okay. And can we like enable it, ma'am? The chat section, if
Uh,
possible.
Yes, Shilpi, if you
okay.
want, it can be done.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'll
Please
do it.
let's
I'll
do
do
it.
it. Okay, I'll
Okay.
do it.
Thank you, ma'am. So, hello everybody. Actually, I didn't want it to be a monologue session and wanted it to be a little interactive one. So, you guys can please feel free to post your relevant questions in the chat box, and I will take them up whenever it's feasible.
Shilpi, just to interrupt you again, sorry. They're already ready with their questions
Acha,
actually.
they're ready with the
So,
question, so
yeah,
let's
yeah,
move.
they're ready with the questions. So, you begin with the session, right?
Sure, no.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, so I think when I was in standard 10th, my first decision to make was which stream to pick up after 10th. Should it be medical, non medical, commerce, or humanities? But I think a lot of people have already figured it out. If you have already certain interest in a particular subject, or that you have certain ambition already fixed up in your mind, that I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a teacher, or something of that sort, then I think this decision is very, very easy to make. But in most of the scenarios, as was the case with me, I had no clue about it. I had no clue whether should I take up commerce or should I take up medical or non-medical or so on. Do you guys have the same doubt? Anybody? Or like everybody has it already
Yes,
figured out?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's already
No, I
figured out.
already have it figured
You
out.
guys can just write
No.
it on the chat. You guys can just write it out on the chat so that everybody can know. So, in case you do not have it figured out right now, do you have like do you know where you see yourself? Okay, software engineer, PCM, nice. So, why PCM?
It
Ma'am, it's
provides
a
me a
good option.
base.
Yeah.
It provides me a base for being a
Base for
software
what?
engineer, right? And I don't need to study
more than what is required. I don't need to study PCMB because that won't be required by me. What I mainly require is maths for software engineering and algorithms in general.
Okay. Very nice. What about everybody else? I can see 78 people, others. Like, everybody wants to go for PCM. Everybody wants to be an engineer. Commerce with maths for, okay, okay. PCB. Very nice. Astronomy, astronaut. Okay, very nice. So, a lot of people at this age have already figured out what they want to be. But let me just tell you the other options that are available. Sometimes life doesn't pan out the way as you want it to be. For I don't know if you guys know about me or not. I had PCM in my 11th and 12th. I wanted to be an engineer, but then I went ahead with my economics honors in Sri Ram College of Commerce. Post which I did a completely different track. I took my master's in economics, and then I started ki why not explore data sciences or machine learning, artificial intelligence. So it's good guys have already figured it out, but let me just lay out a couple of more options that you have. PCM, PCB, and there are a lot of things that you have in your mind that engineer बनने के लिए तो हमें ये चाहिए होता है, वो बनने के लिए तो हमें वो चाहिए होता है. But it's little different. Like, I am 10 years ahead of you, and I can tell you it's very, very different. So what all you can be, if you have already figured out that you want to be an engineer or astronaut, astronomy, it's great. But there are other options that you can pursue. Maybe you can be a lawyer, you can be a fashion designer, you can pick up any professional course, let's say BBA, BTech, BCA. You can be, okay, somebody is presenting something. Okay, you can be a CA, CS, there are like plethora of options that are available in the market for you to pursue. But what I want you to think right now at this point in time is take up such a subject that actually interests you. you know I think back there in school at my time, some of the people who were great toppers, but they ended up taking humanities because they liked reading that subject, and they have a great careers ahead of them. So it's good that you guys have decided कि मुझे PCM ही चाहिए, PCB ही चाहिए. But what I would like you to suggest right now is just take a step back and understand कि उससे क्या होगा. Like, why do you want to be an engineer? How do you be an engineer? For example, if I take up my case, I work as I work as a data scientist. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard about it. Do you guys know what a data scientist is? Machine learning,
Yes,
artificial.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Again, please just write it on the chat board now. It will be like little convenient, and I want everybody to please respond. Like, just respond on the screen. Okay, so that's okay. So it's, yeah, AI, ML, these are the two fancy keywords that everybody knows about. But first of all, the first thing is ki, say, do not be headbound on one thing that you want to be this. Just be in an explorative mode. Explore, explore, explore. Talk to people. If somebody wants to be an engineer, just understand what does being an engineer means. And do not just see कि अरे इंजीनियर का मतलब होता है कि अगर मैं एक एस्ट्रोनॉम मतलब if I am a software engineer, तो what am I supposed to do? Yes, you are supposed to know all the algorithms, but one important part of it is to know coding also. Hard coding. So जब भी आप किसी से बात करो, अभी I think take your time in exploring. आप देखो कि अलग अलग प्रोफेशंस में क्या होता है. एक लॉयर अपने दिन में क्या करता है. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि अरे लॉयर है तो रोज के रोज जाकर कोर्ट में केस लड़ता है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. There is a part of it he plans, there is a part of it he goes, just explore. Do not ask what do you do. Just say, if you ask my case, it's very fancy. I can say कि I'm a data scientist, I work models, I predict future. But do you think this is what I do the entire day? Absolutely not. Nobody does that. There's a part of it that I do, but most part of it I do coding. My entire day is about coding, sitting on front of a laptop. I code, I interact with people. So what I want you to do is just go ahead and explore other options as well. Just understand, how does a fashion designer work? Uska kaam kaise hota hai? How does he become one? So maybe in terms, if you want to be, let's say, a defense, maybe आप लोग explore कर सकते हो. मतलब there are lot of options there. But it depends on if there are basic 3 conditions to define it. Point A is you know your interest very well. This is somebody wants to be a dancer, somebody wants to be a sportsman, somebody wants to be maybe a lawyer, a CA, or a CS. If you have already figured it out, then very, very good. Please go ahead with it. But most of them, most of us rather, we have not figured it out. And I don't know how we figure it out. Sometimes life takes its own space, and then this is the prime time for you to go out and explore. If let's say you end up taking PCB and you want to be a doctor, but काफी बार ऐसा होता है ना कि एंट्रेंस एग्जाम क्लिक नहीं करते हैं बिकॉज सबके नहीं निकलते. लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट. What do you do next? You can explore engineering, you can explore BCA, BBA, you can explore other honors degrees also, yeah, like economics honors, statistics honors. You can even go for a law exam, you can be a so these are all the options that are available to you, and you should all keep in mind and explore them very, very well. And never, never, never be hellbound on one option that मुझे तो डॉक्टर ही बनना है. And then I have seen people who have just like hellbound on one without any backup. No, just be as explorative as you can. Just understand about other options. Ki what do people do, what are the other options, and trust me, there are infinite options that are available. Infinite options that are available. You can be anything and everything that you want. Trust me. Because life will give you enough opportunities कि आपको जो बनना है, जैसे बनना है, आप बन सकते हो. You just need the right attitude towards things, and then it will happen. Trust me, it will happen. For example, I will tell you about my job. What I need 3 things in my job. A is some statistics. Statistics matlab probability, which is a form of mathematics. Different algorithms, as somebody was saying. 2, I need coding skills. Python coding skills I need. Python R, and very, very rapidly changing. आज कल R था, आज Python है, परसों कुछ भी हो सकता है. I don't know. Third is I need problem solving skills. I should understand what I'm doing, what my, what the problem is requiring. And this is what I do the entire day. And you should like talk to people about it. कि मैंने कैसे सीखा ये. Of course, like I did economics honors, so I had this statistics knowledge, but computer science और coding का knowledge मैंने school में gain करा था, and थोड़ा like I learned it later on during the job. And that's how you develop it. But the point to, explore is that never be say hellbound. Say I had nothing planned for me, honestly. I had always wanted to be a computer science engineer, but things didn't pan out. And the next day I remember कि अरे मैं तो economics honors कर रही हूँ. And then I had studied economics for 5 years, which I loved. I genuinely loved studying economics, and I was studying it for the sake of it because it's good. I was knowing getting to know a lot of things, understanding a lot of things around, which was crazy. And then when I entered data science, initially 1 month I was like, "Arey, मैं क्या कर रही हूँ यार? There is no career path defined." But eventually, like once I get into the rhythm, I genuinely started loving it. मैं तो काफी सही है, मतलब. So that's how life proceeds यार. मतलब आप लोग अभी बहुत अच्छे हो कि आप लोग को पता है कि हमें क्या करना है, बट अभी ना थोड़ा पर्सपेक्टिव इतना बड़ा नहीं होता है हम लोग का. हम लोग बहुत ऐसे छोटे लेंस से देखते हैं चीजें. अपने घर वालों से, 1-2 दोस्तों से सुन लिया, हमारा परसेप्शन फॉर्म हो गया. नेवर डू दैट यार. आप रिसर्च करो. आजकल तो आई एम श्योर यू गाइज अब ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हो गई हैं, विच इज आई डोंट नो हाउ. आई अंडरस्टैंड वेरी, वेरी हार्ड फॉर यू not going to school, but you can like take out some time, do some research. पढ़ो. कोरा वोरा पर इतने लोग आंसर्स लिखते हैं. मतलब काफी लोग हैं जो अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करते हैं, what they can be in their career. Am I making sense? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? Is there a doubt
Yes, ma'am.
till now? Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
And you
Yes,
can. Thank you. Again, please use the chat window. Thanks. And you can, very well talk to your teachers also. Yeah. They have seen a world which is much more bigger than your world. They know, मतलब वो हम लोगों से टच में हैं. Even if you inclined yourself कि मैम मुझे ये बनना है, they can connect you to the right person who can guide you, who can formulate a path with you. मतलब एक वो होता है ना कि आप खुद से निकलोगे कुछ भी बनने, तो यू हैव टू एक्सप्लोर एवरीथिंग कि अरे यहाँ जाना है कि वहाँ जाना है. इफ यू हैव अ मेंटर अलोंग साइड, लेट्स से कोई बोल रहा था मुझे सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बनना है, तो मे बी यू कैन जस्ट कनेक्ट विद द स्कूल एल्यूमिनाई. वी हैव सच अ रिच एल्यूमिनाई, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, इट इज लाइक एवरीवेयर आई गो आई फाइंड पीपल फ्रॉम डीएवी, जूनियर सीनियर कहीं तो मिल ही जाते हैं. तो आप ढूंढो, आपको सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बनना है तो कौन कौन है हमारे. यू टॉक टू अ टीचर, दे विल कनेक्ट यू टू वन एल्यूमिनाई हु इज राइट नाउ अ सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर. यू टॉक टू दैट गाय, अंडरस्टैंड हिज वर्क, अंडरस्टैंड हाउ ही बिकेम the software engineer, how he is excelling. क्या आप वो genuinely करना चाहते हो कि नहीं करना चाहते हो? काफ़ी बार क्या होता है कि हमको, एंड आई एम नॉट डाउटिंग अगेन, प्लीज डू नॉट कंसिडर मी रॉन्ग, मैं सिर्फ आपको ये बोल रही हूँ कि आपने अपने मन में बना लिया कि मुझे बनना है, बट यू जस्ट कंसिडर इट फुली कि इसका मतलब होगा मुझे ये 4 चीज़ें करनी पड़ी, एंड प्रिपेयर योर सेल्फ फॉर दैट, राइट? Very nice. My siblings are alumni and software engineer. Very good. You already have a mentor with you. But I'm sure everybody's siblings will not be an alumni. So, anyways, any questions for me, or should I proceed further till now? You can just use the chat window. Ma'am, what is the career in gaming? Career in gaming is very, very bright. You just need to be on the tips of things. You need to be really, 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 really good in it. Because out there is a whole world who's a professional gamer. I'm interested in I guess I'm interested in a lot of things, which is very nice, yeah. Very, very nice. You should be interested in a lot of things. I have been approached by gaming teams. Very nice. But just think about it. Do you want it to be? I have 5 years of coding experience. Dude, I also have 5 years of coding experience. Anyways. Uh, so this is all about me, yeah. Matlab, I will again say कि what do I do? Do I diversify my time? What about automobile engineering? Okay, what about hardware engineering? Dude, I think okay, let's just stop. Let me just answer these questions. So first question is you are interested in a lot of things approached by gaming. How do I diversify your time? So good that you have asked a question. I actually wanted to talk to you about this topic also. Beyond this, yeah, I think there are a lot of career options that you can explore, and I think I have talked about how you can actually be there. The easiest and the safest way is to find a mentor. At this point in time, I think you guys are in 10th, you will be in 11th, 12th, and then finally going to college. It will be very, very helpful if you have a mentor going around. Mentor can be anybody, your teacher, your siblings, any school alumni who is there where you want to be, whom you see yourself to be like, right? That is one way to do it, and just do not restrict it to one stream. You can of course like move around streams, move across, and you can be wherever you want to be, right? The right idea is just to explore currently. Along with that, I think there are different life skills that I want to tell you. I think that might sound very, very cliche, but it's important. It's very, very important. The first one is, pursue a hobby. And everybody, like, who have grown up in life, they will tell you the same thing. Always have a hobby. Always. It'll help you to keep mental stability. It'll help, मतलब आपकी लाइफ में कुछ होगा आपके पास करने के लिए, like, and this is the right time to develop a hobby. Honestly, when I was in school, I had no hobby. I used to just study. I used to chill with my friends. जैसे मैम बोल रही थी, I had a huge group of friends. मुझे बस 2 ही काम थे लाइफ में. Gaming, yes, is a good hobby, but hobby should be something that, matlab, it should be a part of life. Shouldn't be your life. It can be a life, but if you find it really impressive, just like you can be very, very good in a sports, just like gaming. You can be good in cricket, you can play tennis, you can be good in yoga, or not good. You can just pursue it, yeah. You can play guitar, any music, you can play, you can sing, you can, do any drawing, arts, anything and everything on the earth that you like. That is one. And do not neglect it, please do not neglect it, because once you are going to grow up, and then you will be starting working, and then you'll be like, अरे मेरा तो कोई hobby नहीं है. And reading books can be a good option. Okay, very interesting question. How to get to know your hobby? Very good. The only way to get to know your hobby is to do it. Like, you do it. You start playing guitar. If you like it, you do pursue it further. If you don't like it, you leave it. But we have an initial inclination towards it. Some people like reading books. Reading books is their hobby. Some people, I like playing guitar. That's my hobby. The next thing is that I would like to tell you is this: at this age in your life, just please be curious. Do not be headstrong, do not be a bimbo. You should know about everything happening around you. The world is changing so fast, and you should learn. You should learn what is happening. You should learn. Now, there are two kind of people here. मतलब nothing is right or wrong. That one person is just like a woodpecker कि वो wood पर ही attack करता है और उसको पता है, बस उसको सिर्फ उतना ही पता है, like his world is just this, यहाँ से लेकर वहाँ तक. The next thing is somebody who knows everything around it. I know these things you might not understand the value of it right now, but trust me, they will matter a lot. And yes, I will come to all these questions. Just give me a minute. The thing is that you should really like be curious, start reading newspapers, start learning things around you, what is happening, why is it happening, and it's a good thing to know. You can have meaningful discussions with your friends. And हाँ सब लोग ऐसे चिल करते हैं, बात करते हैं, but ये अच्छा चीज है to develop, and it will really help you to go a long way in your life. Now I think I'll just take up these questions. Is gaming a good hobby? Yes, playing music is also a good hobby. What is the scope and opportunity in US for software development? It's crazy, yeah. I think everybody who does engineering and then they go for masters in US, they have a very very good career in software development in US or any country abroad for that matter. Indians have an obsession with US, I know, but it's a thing. It depends on your choices and preferences, and just please enjoy the path that comes along. US is the aim, I understand, but just explore the path alongside. You should have a good school life, you should have an amazing college life, and then करियर में यार एक बार चले गए, जॉब में चले गए, तो फिर तो ठीक ही है, फिर तो लाइफ है. How do you get to know your hobby? The only way you can get to know your hobby is by pursuing it. Start reading, you might like it. Like, okay, so ऐसा बोलते हैं कि you should pursue something for 21 days. 21 days तक करो. अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट बनता है तो वेरी गुड, इंटरेस्ट नहीं बनता है तो छोड़ दो. Can we pursue a career in astronomy, astrophysics? What are the job opportunities, scope, and abroad India? Dude, I think the answer to this is कि this is my personal opinion कि opportunities और scope तो हर field में है. All you have to be is just really good in that field. How can you be really good in that field? Perseverance and interest. धीरे धीरे आप करते रहो, आपको इंटरेस्ट आता जाएगा. And if you're really good, there are good opportunities and good scope all across. How AI impact application developments? Okay, I think this is a little brief. ऐसे बहुत छोटे में बताती हूँ कि AI is how is it. I'll just like widen the scope. How AI affects your life. I'm sure you all must be using social media, Insta, Facebook. सब यूज करते होंगे ना, Snapchat, whatever it's running today, Twitter. तो आप देखते हो ना, उसमें एड्स आता है नीचे, like there are certain recommendations that come on Insta and Facebook. These are based on your past history, what you have bought versus what you can buy. That is what I do personally. I help predict your future choices based on your past. So आपने past में क्या किया है और आप future में क्या करोगे. This we predict. Ma'am, can you explain again what is the career in gaming? Dude, explore it a little. I think it's little scary. Scary भी नहीं सही word है. I think it's little risky. You should figure out what you want to do first in your graduation. Like, go on the right way, no? Like, do your graduation, create a backup for you, and you can pursue it as a hobby. The day you think कि if I were you, the day I think कि मेरे पास में एक अच्छा bachelor degree, एक अच्छा master degree है, I can take risk in life, I would have gone for it. So just do not bank yourself on one option. I think create good backup for yourself. What is the scope in musical instruments? I play music and I don't know what is my hobby. Clearly, music is your hobby. Yeah? You should pursue it. And just, go for proper education and skill learning. यार हमें लगता है कि हमें सब आता है, but you should go for a formal education. If you think music is your hobby and this is what your calling is, go for a degree in music. How AI impacts? I think I've answered that. If I want to go abroad, so what should we do? First question is, you should ask yourself, why do you want to go abroad? Are you willing to leave everything behind and go abroad? And also, like, always make like what you want to do. Going somewhere is not the end of things, ना. मैं बोलूँ कल को मुझे चांद पे जाना है, मतलब चलो ये तो फिर भी हो सकता है. यूएस जाना है तो वहाँ पे जाके क्या करूँगी मैं? चली तो मैं गई, अब वहाँ जाकर के फिर ये this is not an aim in life, यार. मतलब आप सोचो आपको बनना क्या है. आप when 10 years down the line when you are 29 30, what do you want to be, like what do you want to do the entire day? बैठकर ऐसे देखो और स्कूल खत्म हो जाएगा. ठीक है, like there are teachers right now, very very good teachers who are, you know, helping you grow. They genuinely want your good. Once you cross out of school na, the real world starts. Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody will care. उन टीचर्स को भी कोई लेना देना नहीं होगा. तो अभी आप यहाँ पर हो, प्लीज टेक फुल एडवांटेज ऑफ इट. यू आर इन लाइक अ ककून. ऐसे टीचर्स का एक आपके ऊपर लेयर है. दे विल कॉन्स्टेंटली बी नैगिंग कि प्लीज पढ़ लो बेटा, प्लीज ये कर लो. उसके बाद एंड दिस इज फॉर योर ओन गुड. ओके, किसी का कुछ नहीं होगा इससे, आप ही का होगा. सो just take an advantage of this. I have tried many things such as music, dance, cycling. I can't select one as a hobby. Dude, just pick one, pursue it for 21 days. If you think you are interested, go ahead with it. If not, then you can let it be. Why is humanities considered for students who are low than average? Humanity is considered good in other countries, and why is not in India? That's there, yeah. That's a human perception, but I'm glad that it is changing. And you know, the change starts with you. If you want to pursue humanities, by the way, I have developed my liking for history so much. Matlab, it depends, yeah. If you think you like it, then please go ahead and pursue it. There is nothing right, nothing wrong. Humanities is very very good instead. Very stimulating. So yeah, there is a perception, but you can't do about anything about it. You can change yours. Is skill development more important or preparing for will I get a job with practical experience? Of course, yeah. I think that's one very good question. Skill development is much more important than competition. Of course, like आपके पास एक अच्छा डिग्री होगा तो यू विल गेट गुड अपॉर्चुनिटीज. बट अगर आपके पास में कोई स्किल नहीं होगा तो वो अपॉर्चुनिटी में आप कुछ कर नहीं पाओगे. तो ऐसा होता है ना कि लाइक स्किल इज लाइक अ कवरिंग, मतलब सॉरी, डिग्री इज लाइक अ कवरिंग, बट व्हाट लाइज विद इन इज योर एक्चुअल स्किल. If you have skill, if you can be it, like please go for it. First idea is should be to develop a skill. Profiling of users based on pooled available data. Profiling or propensity modeling. One way to do it, yeah. I want to be a doctor, but I don't know in which field. I think I am not the right person to answer this question, Brinda. I think you should contact some person or an alumni that has gone through the same path. I'm sure there are a lot many. They can help you guide in this field. What is the scope of an interior designer? If you're good in it, you have very very good scope.
Shilpi, just to interrupt you in between, can we start with the question hour round? We have,
Yes, ma'am, please.
if you are through with the options and everything, whatever
Yeah,
inputs
ma'am,
you want to give in, so should we start with the question round?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I was just going through the questions only, but if there are more questions, I'm happy to answer.
Yes. Pooja, should we start then with the question answer round?
Yeah, I think I already have a list of questions and the students who would like to ask. Sahaj, let us start with
Ma'am.
Sahaj.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hi,
Let's switch
Sahaj.
on your camera, beta.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, very
Ma'am.
good afternoon, Sahaj.
Ma'am, I want to ask, what do you feel would be the biggest obstacle for anyone while choosing their career?
While choosing their career, biggest obstacle, I think everything lies within. It's a very cliche answer, but sadly that's true. It's within you, yeah. Matlab, you have to be very very clear and rational while making a choice and a decision. है ना?
Okay, ma'am.
Like if
Thank you,
you,
ma'am.
thank you. Okay.
We have Mugdha
Okay,
next. Mugdha.
then Mugdha, yeah, Mugdha.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mukta.
Ma'am, actually, I want to ask that if I choose science stream and then I want to go for archaeological survey of India. So, ma'am, is it essential to shift over humanities, especially science, for joining ASI?
Not really, dude. Not really. I think if you go for science and then if you go for that subject, it is absolutely fine. You can go for it. Instead, I think going for PCM, if you have genuine interest in physics, chemistry, or mathematics, this will open up a lot more options for you.
Okay,
And then
ma'am.
you can
Thank you,
later
ma'am.
shift on and explore whatever you like. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Vedant.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Oh, wait, sorry, my camera is not connected. Please wait.
Sure.
Could we ask the next one since Vedant is not connected right
No,
now?
no, ma'am.
Okay,
I
okay,
connected
Okay,
it.
okay,
Connected it.
okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah. Hi, Vedant.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask that there's a lot of people entering the software engineering or the whole IT field in general right now. So would that reduce the lucracy of the field, like the packages offered, because there will be a lot of workforce there and not in the other sectors. So should I consider like switching over and maybe widening my opportunity in case things don't go well?
Okay, so I can clearly understand from your question that money is a good reason for you to work, which is fair for everybody. It is, but no, I don't think if you're good in software engineering or any of the IT thing, it will never like it will always be the lucrative field. As you know, the IT industry has been there in India for or the world for about 15-20 years, and it's there. It's here to stay. It will stay. So don't worry about it. Although there are a lot of people, but if you are good, like if you are one amongst the best, you'll be paid very, very high, very, very heavily. Don't worry about the money. All you should focus on right now is doing the right things and building the right skills for it. So money is not going anywhere. You have to reach there just, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Pratishtha.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Pratishtha.
Ma'am, I want to ask what will be the most important coding language in future and is learning Python a future proof?
Okay, very, very good question, Pratishtha. Actually, the world is changing, my dear, and there is no language that and nobody can predict कि आने वाले 10 years में कौन सा language होने वाला है. But इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम कुछ ना सीखें. Let me tell you, if you learn one coding language, you can learn all others. It's just that the syntax changes, है ना कि इसको ऐसे लिखना है या वैसे लिखना है. But जो logic formation आप करने लगते हो एक language सीखने के बाद, वो आप किसी भी language में replicate कर सकते हो, है ना? So right now, currently, you should go ahead with Python, learn how to form logic in that. And once you've learned that, जैसे I learned C++ in school, and with the help of C++, I learned all others. तो ऐसा नहीं है. Nobody can predict the language of future, but what you can predict is the logic formation will almost be the same. So I think that you should focus on. So Python for now,
Thank you, ma'am.
nothing for future.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gangesh.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Gangesh.
Ma'am, I want to ask what will be the more valuable profession in future, ethical hacker or software engineer?
Ethical hacker will be little risky. Software engineer is very, very safe. Ethical hacker will be little ऐसे good to explore. Software engineering थोड़ा सा boring हो जाएगा. Keep yourself open for both, I'll say. Learn good coding. Hacking में you will require a lot of ऐसे good sharp coding skills. Software engineer में mediocre hacker भी आपका काम चल जाएगा. I'm sorry. So I think
Thank
right
you so
now,
much, ma'am.
right now focus on coding and future में देखते हैं. Whichever one you can
Oh,
pursue. Yeah.
okay. Lakshya.
Hi, Shilpi. Just one small thing. Hi,
Hi,
Shilpi.
ma'am. How are you?
I am good. You have the next session with us, dear.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Pooja, ma'am, with your permission, I'm just not hijacking her, but just telling her and reminding her of the coming session, right?
Yes,
the code
ma'am.
Pooja, ma'am, will share on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay?
I have already sent
Yeah,
Shilpi
already received.
SMS to yeah.
You have entered. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Back to you, Pooja,
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi, good afternoon, Akshay.
Ma'am, I want to ask a question that most of the students jump into science field, primarily engineering, without knowing its various branches like chemical engineering and mechanical engineering. And I want to ask about their future prospects.
Okay, Lakshay, I think people get into engineering, but most of them do not end up becoming engineers. A lot of them like shift to other fields. Most of them go towards MBA. A lot of them come towards data sciences
Yes.
and other coding. So, first of all, like picking up a stream, it's like honestly on a realistic scale, if you are very lucky, you will get the stream of your choice. Mostly, you will have to adjust with what the college has to offer, and uh, Future prospects mein there are 2-3 prospects. A, you pursue the field that you are in. Jaise one of my friends, she did civil engineering and she stuck to civil engineering. So she's a civil engineer right now. Somebody else did chemical engineering, but they are into coding and data sciences right now. Somebody else did MBA. So these are the 3 options, right? Like you directly change your track, enter into some coding language. B, you stick to that particular field. Third, you go for another master's, MBA, MS, anything.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Umesh.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi Umesh, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you please enlighten us about the effects of NEP 2020 on stream availability and career options?
Sure, I think NEP 2020 mein the streams are changing, right? Like you can pick out any subjects and the streams are not like well defined as they are. That's one of the provisions I feel, if I'm not wrong. And I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
the school system is also changing from 5 plus 3 plus 3, right? That's for how
Yeah.
it's going to
Yes,
be
ma'am.
instead of 10 plus 2. So I think it's a very very good option for you guys here. When I was in 10th, I had PCM with computer science. I had no economics, but you guys have an option of choosing and selecting the subjects based on your interest and the future prospects. Maybe somebody can pick out history and economics and computers. So I think that is going to be crazily helpful for you guys. Maybe you should figure out what you want to do ahead. If you cannot figure out, let me just give you 2 important subjects that you should definitely figure out. One is maths and other is any coding language. Just these 2 subjects definitely select, and rest 3 select based on your interest and preferences. This will open like a lot of options for you post your 12th standard.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
But is NEP going to be implemented sooner? Like, will it be there till the time you guys graduate?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Few aspects we are including in our curriculum.
Acha.
We have started doing it, but few of them, it will take time actually.
It will take time, no?
Huh.
Okay, next is Pavni.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
Ma'am, I would like to know that COVID-19 has given rise to technology in today's world and redundant manual forces in many fields. So, do you think it will impact our generation with our career?
Yeah, I think resilience and the need to change has been there in all generations. It's just like one trigger is required. In our parents' generation, also things have changed from landline phones to cell phones, and a lot of career has, I say, transformed. हमारे टाइम पे just the pandemic where like physical इंफ्रा से better कि हमको अब digital में shift होना पड़ रहा है, and it's good that it has happened right now because you know what survives in future, right? तो थोड़ा सा ऐसे, and always think that you will have to change यार, मतलब at any aspect in life you will be ऐसे should be prepared to change, so that is okay, it won't impact that much. Just be sure that you know come up as a new person with every change. That is only required.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Paul. Paul, are you there?
She was there.
She's not. Yeah, she's not responding.
Ma'am, I
So we
am
can.
there, but ma'am, I have
Okay.
Oh,
already.
she's there. She's there.
Yeah.
Carry on with your question, beta.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have already asked the question that how
Okay.
artificial intelligence will impact the
Yeah, that was already
It's
answered
okay.
too.
Okay.
Okay. So let us. It can be Piyush then.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon, Piyush.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, after finishing my school, what steps I can take to pursue my passion in astronomy?
Astronomy. Dude, you can, matlab, I think there are certain professional degrees also. I have to search about it. Like there are certain professional degrees that are there. जो आपको ऐसे proper with bachelor's and master's करते हैं. You should explore little bit about them. Or you can go ahead with certain degrees in engineering and then a master's in astronomy. A lot of people actually do that.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
what you can do is just go for a safe bachelor's degree and pursue your master's in astronomy if that is possible. I'll still have to explore about what are the bachelor options and master options available, and that can be helpful, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we're over with our questions then, Shilpi. Thank you so much, Shilpi. I think it is, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. A formal thank you note for you, dear Shilpi. Thank you so much, Shilpi, to give vital time of yours from your busy schedule and to have graced this workshop. I hope with impressive and inspiring ideas and information provided by you, our students here would certainly be benefited. We are grateful for the opportunity to connect today and transform our tomorrow, as there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. On this positive note, I'll conclude today's event. Thank you once again, Shilpi. It has truly been a pleasure having you here. Have a great day ahead, everyone.
Thank you, Shilpi. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
there is no shortcut to success. That is what she taught us. And hard work definitely. And one more thing is, as students, you all need to know there is ample time with you. Shilpi, am I right?
Absolutely,
For their avenues. There is a lot of avenues these days, not limited like we had in our times, limited to teaching or medical. So the students have ample time to explore all this. Thank you, Shilpi. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you everyone for actively participating.
Yeah.
And all the very best to you, very, very best to you, beta.
Thank you.
Well wishes from all of us for your bright future.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.